Hello and welcome. Follow Everton. You've got Hinge in bracket with you again tonight. For those old enough to remember, or
Waldorf and Stadler. Waldorf and Stadler.
But we are a double act, and we do work well together. And thank you, all those people who've been sitting there waiting for us to hit the button and to go live. Welcome to Follow Everton. Tonight's fixture: Everton against Crystal Palace, a third round FA Cup clash replay. Good evening, my friend Wez. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. We've seen the team, friends, so should we discuss our team first?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that. He said yesterday in his press conference that Decore's got a knock and Seamus has got a tight hamstring. So they've been dropped. And we've got Patterson coming in at right back, which I'm not displeased with at the end of the day. It's the only option that we've got.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm made up. Nice to see you, Mr. Toffees. Nice to see everyone. The numbers are going up now. Thousands and thousands are tuning in all around the universe. Yeah, do you know what? I'm made up. Virginia's playing. I kind of, when you're an understudy to Pickford, the only way you're going to get a game. I mean, don't get me wrong, mate. He's getting paid massive wanger to keep that bench warm, but he's there just in case, isn't he? So I'm made up he's getting the game because, just.
Well, he's been playing in the cup games anyway, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is right, Rod.
Yeah, Rod, we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that in a minute. We'll get the team news out the way and whatever, and then we might diversify slightly to discuss certain things about us being small. There's a little clue.
I've got some interesting information.
Oh yeah,
that I'm not sure whether people are aware of. Possibly it's out there in the domain, the World Wide Web domain. But I've got a breakdown of Manchester City's breaches. But we'll go into that in a minute.
Yeah. So listen, tell your friends and go and put the kettle on because Wes is going to tell you a little bedtime story in a minute about another club. But they're a big club, unlike us. Because we're
only a small club. Wasn't Nottingham Forest
and Park tonight. A very, very small club.
And the other 14
heritage.
The other 14 clubs who just happen to be in the Premier League.
Yeah. So tonight, I'm sure you've seen the team. Virginia in goal. Michael, Tarks and Brantwaite Patterson at the back. If we're playing 4 at the back, I don't know if we're going to play 5. Across the middle, who's going to be the protector on that one there then, mate? Would you say Gomez or Onana?
Gomez,
yeah.
Gomez. I think Gomez might play, maybe not as far forward as Decore because he hasn't got the legs to turn out and keep going, getting backwards and forwards. But I think Onana would be the CDM with Gomez just playing in front of him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, and then Harrison, Garnett, McNeil, in a little formation up there in the middle and breaking down the flanks with our misfiring. I will say I use the term our misfiring number 9, but we're just hoping and praying on a wing and a prayer that he just gets out of that little. I don't know if it's a rut or that little lack of confidence. I'm not quite sure what it is, Wes, but at some point, the law of averages states that he's going to score a goal, and he did get that winner that kept us up 2 seasons ago against Crystal Palace on the last game, didn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, I think that tonight was going to be an ideal opportunity for him to play Beto and DCL up front together. Do you know what I mean? But he keeps persisting with the formation that he's doing at the minute, and then obviously shifting to a back 5 in some games when he's coming up against harder opposition, let's say. But I thought tonight was an ideal opportunity for him to go 4-4-2 or something.
DJ, who's you think, mate? This is an Everton channel, so we're not going to say Crystal Palace, are we?
No.
Bless you, bless you. Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, we're Blues, aren't we? So we've got to fancy our chances. If we hadn't been had off down at Palace, I mean, they were there for the taking, and we did mention, if you remember, Wes, that what a cracking player as he is.
Yeah.
But you know what? Again, mate, I can't be having these snowflakes who are just trying to con. I don't like con artists, mate. Ezzy, you are one incredible talent, mate. All I'd ask you is stay on your feet, pal, because you just make yourself look a right numpty.
They've got two players in that squad who are outstanding, talents and can be potentially brilliant footballers going forward, and that's Elise and Eze. The rest of them are probably just mediocre. You know what I mean? So we'll have a good go at them tonight at home. Yeah, the fans expect them to have a good go at them. You know what I mean?
Interesting one.
They don't seem to be anywhere in the UK.
Yeah, and as if you are in the UK, I've not seen this young man before. If you're on the UK, please don't use a fire stick because you just might get a knock on the door from the authorities because they are illegal fire sticks. What we need to be doing is we need to be giving our hard-earned pennies to Sky because they're very, very supportive of the small club that we call Everton. So forget about your fire sticks. I'd urge you this evening, please take out your Sky subscriptions because we all know that they back the small clubs.
Yeah, 100%. But did you see? Did you watch the interview with them? But it wasn't an interview. They were brought forward in front of the politicians, weren't they?
Hey,
and the lady who was sat behind.
The Portsmouth. Oh yeah. Is she
Julie name? I think so. Yeah, I think she's part of the fan advisory board. But she was there, and he mentioned something about transparency, and she coughed, and I'm sure she turned around and went, bollocks.
Well, I tell you what, I salute that lady, and I would certainly take her out for a gin and tonic or two because that was well stage managed in a nice way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like a style.
Yeah, I mean, tonight's gonna be a tough match. You know what I mean? There's no two ways about it. Crystal Palace are no pushovers, but I think we have got the edge on them at home. You know what I mean?
All the best from Saudi, yeah.
All over the world, from all over the world.
I love Emirates. I always fly with Emirates. Yeah, Auntie Julie needs a night out on the club. They should make a fuss of it. Oh, absolutely. I thought it was quality. What she did, you can't buy it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
She's gone down in Evertonian folklore, hasn't she? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so fair play to her. Spending the money going down there and sitting behind them and putting the pressure on them. You know what I mean? So it was interesting to see actually the way that he was squirming in his chair when he was asked about whether the Premier League wanted an independent regulator, and he was trying his utmost to lie through his teeth by saying yeah. When Rick Parry was basically begging them. He was basically begging them to get a football regulator in. Richard Masters was like, and you're like, you want to govern yourself, mate, so you can hand out ridiculous punishments to teams by, who have one breach of the rules, and you want to make a scapegoat of them. You know what I mean?
Wes, are you a firm believer in karma, mate?
I am, mate. I am, and that was a quick link to my Manchester City breaches. Right.
Let's go for it. Have you made your cup of tea, everyone? Are
So
you
for
sitting comfortably?
anybody who hasn't read this and is not in the know, the 115 breaches are basically broken down into 5 categories, right? The first category is failure to provide accurate and up-to-date financial information from 2009, 2010 to and including 2017 and 18. 54 breaches, right? Number 2, failure to provide accurate financial reports for player and manager compensation from 2009 to 2010 to and including 2017, 18, 14 breaches. So basically they were paying off managers through dodgy contracts and players and telling the Premier League that they were only paying them such and such a much amount, right? Number 3, failure to comply with UEFA's regs, including UEFA's club licensing and FIFA financial fair play regulations. 5 breaches. Now, they were done for that, but obviously the Premier League are going to do them again for it, or we think they might do. Number 4, breaches of Premier League profit and sustainability regulations from 2015, 16 to and including 2017, 18. 7 breaches. Number 5, failure to cooperate with the Premier League investigations from December 2018 to the present time. 35 breaches. This is what we know of.
Yeah.
Right? There is more there, they reckon. So us getting done for one breach twice, or basically the same punishment twice, is an absolute joke when it comes to reading all that.
We will be doing streams on it as and when it comes to light. Wes has just broken that down for you there, but I'm sure we'll do something on it because there's things happening on a daily basis at the moment. So what we do is we have a little phone call. We've got a little WhatsApp group. We say, should we jump on and discuss it? So I'm sure what Wes has just been talking about, we'll discuss that in depth at some point in the very, very near future.
I think what was it good? I think in that what is it, DCSM or whatever it was. I don't even know the name of it. But what was good in there is the politicians were basically putting the pressure on to that Richard Masters, saying what you've done to Everton and Nottingham Forest is bang out of order. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
and it was good to see that. Like the head of it, the chair, was like basically told in the end, if you was a referee at a Pompey match, obviously a Portsmouth supporter, is we'd all be singing, "You don't know what you're doing." Do you know what I mean?
I mean, again, I'd have that lady to Goodison Park as a VIP guest.
You'd be taking her out. Shenanigans.
Oh, mate, I would gladly take that lady out, and she would pay for nothing, just for that alone. The way she did it, he didn't see it coming, and you could see he was squirming. You might see me move forward here, and that's only because my ass is numb. He was leaning forward, and he was backwards and forwards. I ain't no psychologist, but I've seen the body language. I've done many interviews over my years, and like he did not see that coming. And you heard a little faint laugh.
Yeah.
In the auditorium, where the meeting room, because that was absolute quality. You can't buy that. What she did there, you can't buy it, and that's down. It's on the internet. It's there forever and ever and ever. And he will be absolutely fuming at that, because he is the little man who wants to be the big man and the big I am and I'm the boss. Mate, you were fourth choice, so let's face it. Let's just get things in perspective. It's coming your way, mate. Karma, make no bones about it. Absolutely 1 billion%. There will be some payback at some point. That's all I'm saying.
I just wanted to address this comment here by Gary Coffee Bum. is that other clubs have had points deducted in other league championships teams, but because it ain't your team, you don't care. But now it's yours, you understand. It's not a case of that, Gary Coffee Bum. It's a case of the fact that it's a £20 million overspend, which in today's terms is a drop in the ocean, really, which we wasn't allowed to write off with the for the interest on the loans that we took out for the building of the stadium, which is going to profit the Premier League and also the Merseyside and surrounding areas. It's going to bring jobs to the area. It's going to bring development to the area, and we're basically being punished for trying to be better. Do you know what I mean? So the point is that it was the most points ever given to any team in the history of football, and they just made it up as they went along. That's the point. We know that other teams have been deducted points. That's not the issue. The issue is we think it's unjust for the offence that's being made.
Gags, Gary, if you're a blue mate, then we get what you're saying. And Wez and I, we're not daft, you know what I mean? We've been around a long time. So we do know that we do deserve our asses smacked and a punishment. What we're saying is the crime doesn't fit the punishment. That's what we're saying. And if you're found guilty of murder, the Crown Court doesn't call you back a couple of months later for the same offence, mate. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, that's what we're saying. But we get what you're saying. That's what you put your comments up. So yeah. It's one of those where feelings are running extremely high at the moment. But this isn't just about Everton and Notts Forest now, because this is at a cinema near you. It's coming for the other clubs, and it would be a good time, the perfect time now, for us all to join forces and get that little smoke screen out of a job, because his ulterior motives are not right.
No,
that's what we're saying.
In other news, the Robster, there's rumours on the grapevine that this takeover by 777's been kiboshed. Now, there's nothing official came out about it, but certain newspapers are reporting that it's basically being knocked on the head. I don't know whether they've been knocked back or whether 777 have pulled out, or I know that there was another negative news story in the press today about somebody else suing them for $30 million. I don't really read it. I don't know who's suing them because I didn't read it, but I know I came across it. It said 777 Partners being sued for 30 million by another party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that'll be another stream, mate, won't it? Because at some point, I mean, if Everton know that, they're not going to let that one slip, are they? They're going to be rumours. There's always rumours about us anyway. I mean, there's rumours about who we're buying at the moment. There's rumours about who we're selling. There's rumours we're going to go into administration. There's all kinds of stuff. So if Everton do know that, and I'm sure the powers that be will know stuff behind the scenes saying, look, your bills aren't going to be paid as of April, so you need to find someone else type thing. But mate, we'll be doing another stream on it, won't we?
Yeah. Peter there's made a good point that all these clubs in like Newcastle and that who want to laugh about us being deducted points, they can't spend money or loan players to compete because they'll suffer the same punishment as us, which is completely true. And this is why the profit and sustainability regulations are a joke, that a waste of time. Because if you've got somebody who owns your football club and they've got £300 billion, like, I don't think that they should be allowed to go out and spend and buy who they like, by the way. But if they're constrained by how much money they're bringing in, whereas the likes of Man United, who are heavily in debt, Chelsea just seems to think that they can go out and spend what they like, and then they'll suffer the consequences later on down the line. And then you've got Man City, obviously got all these breaches. So these seem to be the ones that are being protected, and they've been overinflating the sponsorship deals and all this, that, and the other. Man City. So Newcastle are trying to do the same thing. They've got the sleeve sponsor, which is something like £30 million a season or something stupid. They've got the front of shirt sponsor, which is worth £40 million a season, and it's all Saudi money. You know what I mean? It's all companies who are situated in Saudi Arabia. So it's there to be sort of abused, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely coming to a lot of teams very, very soon. So be careful what you wish for, slagging us off. State of that Palace team, Kefe.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it, Rob?
Not seeing it, mate. We kind of concentrate on ours, and then I don't want to start fiddling around with a phone while we're on live. So if anyone's got the Palace team, or there's any Palace fans on there, what football team do you support, mate? Kefe, what are you an Everton fan or a neutral?
Could be a Palace fan.
Crystal Palace fan, yeah. Yeah, they're going to give us a game. Very, very good in attack. They've always had some fantastic wingers. Crystal Palace, credit where credit's due, and I've given them credit. The one thing I don't like is this.
He's a Palace fan, over. Yeah.
And is he? Yeah, nice one, mate.
Palace fan.
So just send it up.
Nice one for coming on, mate.
Yeah, nice to see you, my friend. Just ping us your team, and we'll have a chat about it.
Peter Duggan doesn't want 777 taking over. He's always made that, pretty obvious. But where do we go if they don't? That's the issue, isn't it? If they're not allowed to take over, where do we go from there?
Well, first of all, whoever does take over is going to owe them mega wonga, aren't they? Because they've been building us out for whatever. Because did Mashiri say, listen, I'm not putting my hand in my pockets anymore because I've had my fingers burnt. You're not getting a penny. Or is he being told he can't? I'm not, because if you're the owner and he's still the owner, you wouldn't want to see your product, your assets just dwindle to nothing where you're getting not. Can he afford to take that hit where he's getting peanuts for us?
No, because that's basically it. The long and short of it is, Robbie, that if we go into administration, the club can be bought to the, like you say, for next to nothing. The highest bidder could be £1, a £5. As long as they've got the money to turn around and back up and run the club, then he's on in a no-win situation, isn't he? Yeah,
Mr. Toffees, we've spoke about this a few times. Not quite sure who they are, but it's the time frames.
I think MSP will be one of them. I think MSP Sports Capital will be one of them, 100%.
I mean, we both, Wes and I, and all you boys and girls out there, we certainly didn't sign up for this when we first went to our football match, because we just thought, you know what, how amazing is this? I was so excited to be going to the Goodison literally in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s kind of like wasn't so good, and then all of a sudden things changed. And for me now, do you know what? Sometimes the way things are and the way things have been with us for the last couple of years, when the wife says the room needs decorating, I go, yeah, love, I'll go and buy the paint and the wallpaper, because it's sometimes easier to go and do the decorating and take my mind off it, because it's been soul destroying, mate. And that decorating, by the way, is only 3 months after I've decorated again.
No.
So it's kind of, that's how it gets to me. It's just like I just have to sidetrack my mind and do something else, because it's just.
You've been supporting Everton that long, Robbie. You've pulled all your hair out, mate.
No, it fell out. It fell out with the stress. Hey, I noticed that Becky's not here tonight. I'm just wondering where Beckwar is. Yeah, no Becky. No, yeah.
She might be on the date with Jan.
Yeah. Just for post-match later, by the way, we think it's going to be Stevie and Basil. So there you go. That's something to look forward to. A little. It's David. Thank you, my friend.
What's wrong with my glasses?
When I went to Specsavers and I chose these glasses, the girl in the shop said, and this is genuine. She went, "You're not gay, are you? You're married?" And I went, "Pardon?" She went, "They're gay man's glasses." I went, "You can't say that." So the wife was looking at it. So
just because of that, Robbie, I'm going to change my glasses. They better, Dave.
Yeah. David, we got this tonight. Yeah, David, I do believe we have got this tonight. I think our manager, and I tell you what, mate, I know he's getting paid a decent wage. You know what I mean? Sean Dyche is not on the minimum wage. You know, let's face facts. He's on a good wage. But
I don't know. What Everton he might be.
The stress he's
on £10.40 odd an hour.
The stress he's under and what he's gone through. I tell you what, mate, absolutely applaud him. The way he manages his press conferences, okay, you know, some of his tactics, okay, maybe a little bit, but
dated.
Pound for pound, I don't think we could have got, in our situation, our predicament, I don't think we could have got anyone better. And when he was asked in the last couple of days if he'd have known what was coming, would he have took the job? Good Abend, wie geht's signing, Becky? He actually said, "No, do you know what? I probably wouldn't have done." And you know, there's a little bit of honesty. But now he's in it, and he's not gonna. I don't see him walking away. I just see him there as he's rolled his sleeves up, and he's gone. Listen, we're all in it together. And those bunch of players, our future lies in their hands. So it lies in DCL banging them goals in, and other goals coming from, and VAR going for us, and whatever, because we do need a lot of luck. Because if we can get the points on the board, and Masters and Parry have us off again, then, you know, we'll survive. So I know tonight's the cup, but we need them to go out and literally smash them teams, home and away, week in, week out, and we're going to survive. And that's what we want. We want to survive to go into our brand new stadium next season and let the politicians and the specialists and the lawyers and our new fella, the King's Counsel barrister, let them do the business off the pitch.
Yeah. But I just want to go back to where's he gone? Kefir here. So we obviously, Kefir, you're not happy with that lineup, because that, I mean, to me, that's pretty much a strong lineup. But
well,
I mean,
I must applaud there's a guy in that team there who really did the business. Is he a left back or a right back? He really did the business at Sellers Park, didn't he? The way he went down, like as though he was shot by an AK-47.
Klein, right back.
So we will give him a Goodison welcome this evening for Mr. Klein.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused as to who Kefir expected Palace to play there.
I don't know who else they've got.
That's what I mean. I don't think they've got a massive sort of squad. Franca, yeah, he played in the first game, didn't he? And he looked decent, but then he got brought off as sub, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So yeah, best of luck, Crystal Palace. But Kefir, we're going to smash you tonight, mate. I'm going for 2 or 3-0. We are absolutely going to have you off tonight.
We need to start scoring goals. I'm not sure whether it's going to be 2 or 3. I don't think we're capable of scoring 2 or 3, but I'm going to go for I don't think we might score 2. I don't think we've got it in us to score 3.
Wes, you just said we're not going to score 2 or 3, and now you're going for 2.
No, I don't think we're going to score 3. Well, I don't think we've got it in us.
How about we score 2 and they score an own goal?
Well, yeah, but that's not us scoring, is it?
Yeah. I'm going for 3-0, mate, because, like, you know, for me, the gloves are off.
I don't think we're going to see that again, Lila. Are we?
No. Yeah. Well, we don't want to see it, do we? I mean, at the end of the day, all the top strikers, as far as I'm concerned, all the top strikers take the pens as well, and that's how your Harry Kanes and your Shearers end up top scorer and Salah at the end of the season. It's not through open players, it's through all them pens that you get, because they get a lot of pens.
Mr. Toffee's going for 3-1. Ethan Hans asking where's it on. It's not being televised in the UK, Ethan. So and we're not advocating using an illegal fire stick.
Please,
did you get a knock on the door or a letter?
Yeah, a letter or a knock on the door. So please subscribe to follow Everton and Sky, because Sky supports small clubs like Everton.
Yeah,
here.
There's 14 other small clubs in that league. You know what I mean?
Hey, Eugene, he's giving us a bit of pressure here, mate. I'm going DCL tonight. I'm literally going DCL 2, and the third one, maybe Tarkovsky with it as it. Have it.
So you're going for DCL to get a brace.
Yeah, DCL brace tonight, and the shackles will be lifted off him, and then we have a little break at the weekend, don't we? And literally, you'll see him motor.
Listen,
please.
I want him to score as much as any Evertonian, and he's obviously got a great record against Palace. So Lila always puts Taki on.
Yeah,
Lila's oh no, Michalenko she used to put on. She used to put. She must have got a few quid back when he scored his first goal. Oh, Michalenko.
Yeah, thanks for that. Is it Lila? Yeah, it says. I was going to say Layla then. Yeah, Lila. Yeah. So yeah, Mark, Peter, we're not playing five-a-side, mate.
Peter loves a big scoreline, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. For anybody who wants to listen to it, if you can't get it on the TV, it's on BBC 5 Live.
Oh, okay. Or Radio Merseyside. Mike Hughes normally does a good job, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's on Radio Merseyside as well.
I don't know if Mike is the main man tonight, but I've got to say he is a absolutely top guy.
Lila's saying that she stopped doing after he got his brace of goals. So he chinged it in there. So now she's on to Taki.
Well done. Sniffer 1973. I salute you, my friend. And that's not because you said we're all right. Even if you said we were Sierra Hotel India Tango, I'd still give you a little mention. Listen, you and Everton, us and you, we need to get back together again and start shaking hands, because you're going to be in the SHIT soon. So let's make sure that we don't start slagging one another off, because the Geordies and the Scousers, mate, do you know what? There's definitely an affiliation there between us and you guys up there. So take the football out of it. It's us against the world, and Newcastle here can join us.
This is the thing with this. What I was saying earlier on with the profit and sustainability, though, is that Newcastle never going to be able to compete with the likes of Man City and the Arsenals and the Liverpools of this, because they don't generate enough revenue from like sponsorships and all around the world, money coming into the club to go out and buy the players without getting themselves in the brown and smelly. Do you know what I mean?
So, mate, what we're saying is we're using Delta Romeo terms. Delta Romeo in the phonetic alphabet is the short version of drugs. We're saying it's like a cartel setup, isn't it? It's a closed shop.
Yeah, 100%.
If anyone tries to diversify away from the cartel, you kind of get smoked.
Yeah. Or
other things happen to you.
Yeah. But this is what we were saying the other night when the Villa fan come on, weren't it, Rob? Is that we'd love to see Villa like break in amongst the big boys and mix it up. And but the Premier League won't let them do that. for another season on the trot. If they break in this season, you won't see them in there next season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Premier League don't like it when other teams sort of crash the party.
Quite
Yeah,
sad, mate.
I think there is VAR tonight, Lila.
Yeah, there is VAR. Yeah.
I think it's only in the Carabao Cup that there's been no VAR in the semi-finals. I think because it's at a Premier League ground, you have VAR, which to me, I think David Moyes had it. You know, even though they got beat last night, you know, the tackle on Danny Ings was a bad tackle. If there was VAR, that could have possibly been a red card, but because it was at Bristol City's ground, it doesn't make sense to me. But then they have to pay for it.
Yeah, 10 minutes before kickoff, can I just say the numbers are absolutely amazing tonight of people listening to Hinge and Bracket or Starsky and Hutch.
6 billion, we've got half of China watching it.
Like, we used to be young, you know what I mean? We used to be like, fast cars and open top sports cars.
I can't remember that far back, Rob.
Now I'm on the bus and I've got a bus pass. But there you go. So yeah, we love chatting to you, Wes and I, and the rest of the team as well. Wes, should we call it so that everyone can maybe try and go and find a stream and yeah. So listen, lovely to speak to you. We're going to have a little break at the weekend. We don't have any games, so that'll give.
We can rest easy.
I say I'll take the pressure off. It kind of won't at the moment because we all know it's 24/7 with all this. It could be this and it could be that, and gave you a sub, gents. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, I think he subscribed. Nice one, Kev, here.
Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you meant as in a subway. Yeah, thanks for that. We got a few girls watching tonight, have we? Lovely to see the ladies watching the follically challenged OAP. Follow Everton channel.
Yeah, follically and anatomically.
Yeah, I blame Vozine. I've got a lawsuit against Vozine because I washed it and it went. So yeah. It's like, you know,
washed and gone.
Yeah, washed and went, mate.
Gary's going 2-0 Palace. Fair dues, you're entitled to that.
Yeah, we'd like and
Whiz.
Yeah, Whiz.
Where's Whiz?
Sniffer.
Sniffer's only a year younger than me by the looks of things. 1973.
I remember exactly what I was doing in 73.
Oh, that's for a different channel.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. No.
That's for a dirty channel.
I'm just going to get up our little countdown thing here. So, love you and leave you, everyone. Hopefully, a win tonight at Goodison Park. Everton against Crystal Palace in the third round FA Cup replay. Up the toffees. And
hang on, before we go. Right? If there's any news that materializes through the week, we'll be on.
We'll keep you posted live as it happens, and I think we've done well tonight, mate. With all that stress of being called a small club and all the rubbish.
I don't know how we're going to get over it.
Are we calling the channel, or are we going to mention Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher before the end, and just wonder how for two decent footballers, but how quiet? I'm quite surprised how quiet they've been.
Carragher's had the Sky lovies at the end of the day. They're being paid by Sky. Gary Neville, when we first got the 10 points deduction, come out and said that if he was an Everton fan, he'd be furious and all this, that, and the other. Carragher's been on Twitter, now X, and spouting off bumping his gums about the anger that the Everton fans should be directed towards Mashiri. He obviously failed to recognise the fact that there was protests at the ground towards the board. The board members were not attending games because they said they felt unsafe. Because even though they come out with a pack of lies about Denise Barrett-Baxendale getting headlocked and all this, that, and the other. So obviously that slipped past by Jamie Carragher. You know, so I don't think we should really give him the attention that he thinks he deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I just thought you've been a bit quiet. You haven't really supported this 10-point deduction. But okay, maybe for another day. So listen, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you.
Please like and subscribe. Tell all your mates.
Up the Blues, up the
Up
Toffees.
the Toffees.